Hi everyone, I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick and make my 3-month breastfeeding update. So I am really excited that I have been breastfeeding for 3 months now. If you have been following me, you know that with Evelyn, I breastfed for like less than a week, and I'm just really excited to have made it this far this time. Things are like so much easier now. I mean, it's like a complete breeze. Um, Nothing hurts, there's no problems. I don't have any supply issues. It's really all very, very natural for me, and I am very thankful for that. As far as scheduling goes, Josiah doesn't really have one. We definitely breastfeed on demand. As soon as I think he's starting to kind of create a schedule for himself, then it changes. So he was sleeping really well at night and only waking up like once, maybe twice, but usually the second time was like early, early morning. And now he's outgrown his swaddle blankets, and we cannot swaddle him even in regular blankets because he busts out really fast. So I think that has more to do with it. But now he's waking up like every 2 hours again at night and eating. And he eats like at least every 3 hours during the day. And sometimes it'll be like 45 minutes and he's hungry again, and sometimes it'll be like right at 3 hours. Never goes more than 3 hours during the day. The longest he's ever gone was like 7 hours, and that was overnight. But even that was only one time and very rare. But breastfeeding in itself is going extremely well. Josiah is just getting huge. I mean, he's like in the 100th percentile for his weight. He's huge. So that's awesome. And I do pump extra from time to time. I'm really not as good about it as I would like to be. I would like to have like a huge, huge, huge extra supply. But our freezer is pretty much full, so that's good. And I usually can pump like 5 to 8 ounces extra per day, but I only pump once a day. So if I would just be better about it and pump more often, I'm sure that I would pump more extra a day, but I just forget. And now, currently, my freezer is full and I have nowhere to store it. So we have been giving Evelyn breast milk during the day, usually with her breakfast or sometimes with her lunch, almost every day. Sometimes we only do it every other day, depending on like how much breast milk we have to give her. So I'm really excited about that because breast milk is good for kids, no matter what age they are, especially little kids. It still does help boost her immune system. It still does do all of that good stuff. And it makes me feel a little bit better as a mom just because I didn't get to breastfeed her before. And I know it's not as good if I could have just like exclusively breastfed her, but I couldn't. And this, in my opinion, is like the next best thing. This is as good as it's gonna get. So yeah, um, that is how breastfeeding is going for us, and there's really no issues at all. I really don't give bottles very often. I mean, I do pump extra, and every great once in a while, like if I know we're going somewhere and I just really don't want to, oh, excuse me, I just really don't want to have to feed him when we go, then sometimes I'll pump a bottle just to be safe. But a lot of times, like if I don't offer the physical boob to him, then he'll just wait until I do. So like if I know we're going to be gone a couple hours and I pump a bottle right before we leave and we're gone like 2.5 hours, usually he'll wait until we're home and I can actually nurse him, which is kind of nice for me because like if I give him a bottle when we're out somewhere, I'm going to come home and need a pump anyway. So it's much easier, in my opinion, just to feed him as he wants to be fed by nursing him and not have to deal with bottles and not have to deal with any of that. So that is what we do, and very, very rarely, like really rarely, I mean, seriously, it's only like every few weeks at this point will I pump a bottle just to let Steven feed him. But now that Josiah's getting older, they're bonding really well in other areas, so I'm not so concerned about it, and neither is Steven, so we don't really focus on that at all. And yeah, that's all I have for our 3-month breastfeeding update. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I will answer them. Thank you for watching. Bye.